Hey everybody, welcome to Comedy on Vinyl. I'll make this brief. I know it's election night. Sorry, it's been about 3 weeks since we've had an episode, but I've actually spent the last month cutting my first feature film. It's called Looking Forward. You can go to jasonklamm.com and check it out. The entire film is on YouTube for free. It's a full feature-length film. I've been working on it for 8 years. Started out as a fake presidential campaign, a pre-presidential campaign, because I was only 24 at the time. And the whole goal was to run for 2020 and 2016. My character is eligible in 2016, but 2020 works better for a slogan. It was Jason Klamm in 2020, or JK 2020, a perfect vision for the future. So that's what kind of launched it, and yeah, I've been working on it for the last 8 years. I've already written a book for it, and the feature film is up, and it features some Comedy on Vinyl regulars. This episode was so much fun. It's Peter Atencio, who directs Key and Peele, which in my opinion is the best sketch show on TV, and has the greatest sketch show that's been on TV in several years. It's amazing. It's wonderful. We talk about the Adam Sandler album, They're All Gonna Laugh at You. I'm not going to put any clips in this. I just do not have the time to cut them this week, but I also could not get a copy, and I don't own the album. But, you can check it out. I know that I found some clips at some point online for free, where you can listen to the whole album online for free at some places. But, as usual, try and find it, buy it, if you want to. It's another one of those kind of like when we did the Dice album with Matt Knudsen. He didn't necessarily recommend it, but it's worth a listen. So, this is one of the first albums that Peter listened to. He's just an awesome guy and has some great stories, and he's a brilliant, brilliant director of, like I said, some of the best TV that exists right now. So, listen to the episode and vote us highly, and please check out my film, Looking Forward. Go to jasonklamm.com, stolendress.com. There are links to it. Go to the Facebook page, Looking Forward. You can find it. I'll link to it on Comedy on Vinyl. And also, I don't know what else I'm saying. I am wrecked. I am just friggin' dead after a month of just cutting nonstop and losing a lot of sleep. So listen to this episode. Enjoy, and thanks so much. Let's talk about how you're not allowed to move. All right. So... That's great. Okay, so, alright, hey everybody, welcome to Comedy on Vinyl. This week, Mike's back with us again.
Yes,
Mike Gordon's back with us. Jen is with us this week.
Yay.
Yay. And our special guest is Peter Atencio. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
This is so awesome. So, you've directed every episode of Key and Peele, right?
Episode,
so this is I love this show.
Oh, thank you.
I laugh my ass off every time.
I'm very passionate about it because nobody has done sexy-looking sketch comedy.
It's
love sexy
smart
sketch.
And stupid at the same time. It's the perfect combination.
That is my favorite thing. I love stupid,
It's
smart
like,
comedy.
hey, we're being stupid, but we know that we're being stupid because look at this clever way that we were stupid.
I mean, but the thing, you can't do, and I'm going to try not to just, kiss your ass this whole time, but I do want to make sure people understand why I wanted to talk to you. It's because I have a passion for people making comedy work with not just straight. You've got great actors who can play great straight stuff, but you shoot straight because you're a cinematographer too, right? I mean, you don't DP the show, right?
No. We have a great DP named Charles Papper, but I've used to DP. I used to edit. I've kind of done a little bit of everything,
right?
So that's why I like directing, because I kind of get to tell everybody how to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
it's fun. I mean, we definitely care about the look a lot, but we also care about making sure the look is right for the sketches, and, shooting them the way that is best for the comedy. So the comedy is always the first objective, and then however we can make it look good in that world and build a world for it.
Yeah. What camera, for the nerds out there, what camera are you shooting on again?
We shot this season on the Arri Alexa, and then we shot last season on the Sony F3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. Everybody, obviously, I don't, nobody listening to this is not going to, we don't have enough of an audience to influence Comedy Central viewers, but I'm just saying, anybody who listens to my show and is an old-timey comedy nerd,
some of them.
This is good new-timey comedy. But you wanted to talk about Adam Sandler's album, the title of which I've forgotten already.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Laugh at you. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Gotta
sorry.
say, I can't say it normally. I can't.
Few album titles. It's a Carrie reference,
right? So when did you first hear it, and why is it important?
I think I must have been it was 93 when it came out, so I was, I think, 5th grade. How old was I? 10? I don't remember. Whatever grade I was in. And it was one of those things where it was passed around like in the elementary school underground, you know, like kids were like, oh, did you hear the new Adam Sandler album? Did you? Oh my God, you got to hear it. And so I think my first copy of it was like a tape that my friend had recorded off of his CD player, the old boom boxes that could do that. And then I eventually bought the CD, and it was humor designed for the age I was at.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like I had never heard anything that was so targeted towards me, and yet was an actual CD that I could go out and buy.
Yeah.
So it was a little like punk rock, because you felt like you were kind of bad listening to it, because there was all these dirty words, and they were beating up teachers, and it was like, oh my God, they beat the crap out of the Spanish teacher. That's hilarious. So we thought it was the funniest thing we'd ever heard. I mean, my friends and I just listened to it over and over again, and did impressions of it. And
what was the comedy you liked before that? Because you said it's the first thing to really speak to who you were, but
I liked SNL. SNL I grew up watching. It was always like Saturday night. You got to wait up and stay up for SNL. And then I don't remember being conscious of comedy. I grew up listening to, my mom had Alan Sherman records, so I loved listening to Alan Sherman, but I wasn't aware of comedy as like an art form or a movement in any way. And so I think that was the first record where I was like, oh, comedy's actually a thing. Like, now I'm going to seek out comedy. So it kind of made me aware of the concept of comedy as its own thing, not just, oh, some TV shows are funny, some aren't.
Yeah.
You know?
That's so awesome. So do you still have a copy of it, or do you?
I do have a CD of it, buried in whatever box has all of my artifacts from 2001. But I have it on MP3s. I actually listened to it last night, just to kind of remember some of it. I had totally forgotten.
Really?
Actually, yeah. Some of the bits better than others. A couple weird sketches on there, but somewhere I still have it. My mom actually found the album when I had it on CD, and she read the lyrics. There's like a lyric sheet for some reason, the songs. She read the lyrics of the songs, and she had like a sit down talk with me. She was like, "Peter, why are you listening to music about sticking a shampoo bottle up your ass?" Like,
that song is raunchy.
Yeah, it's like super raunchy music. So I had to like defend myself. Like, no, Mom, it's just funny. It's supposed to be funny. I'm not going to stick anything up my ass. Don't worry about that. So it was it was probably the closest thing I had to like dangerous music that made my parents upset.
That sounds like a preparation for dealing with executives to me. Like, you know, like an early, like, well, no, I'm not actually going to do this thing. This is just something I find funny.
Yeah, execs are definitely like having parents who are like, not funny. It's not really tracking for us. Let me explain why that's funny. Okay, trust me. No? Okay.
Do you have a favorite track on here? Or is it...
That's a good question. I think Toll Booth Willie was the one that like stuck with me the most. Like I was subconsciously doing Toll Booth Willie's quotes for years without even really thinking about why. So listening to it last night, that was one where I was like, oh my God, yes. Yeah. Toll Booth Willie, that's where it's at. I think that's my favorite track.
Yeah.
But there's some good ones.
Since then, other than Adam Sandler, off the top of my head, I can't think of a whole lot of... We've talked about this before. A whole lot of sketch coming out, period. People just don't do it as much.
On audio.
Right, on audio.
Yeah. Really, rappers took over the audio sketch.
I know,
game.
Eminem.
They all started having like skits between songs.
That's
and
true,
like,
right?
Radio show stuff, like really great sound effects and all this. Like that's probably the closest to sketch audio that continued for a while.
This album was really, like I said earlier, it's the first time I've ever heard it in my life. So I was doing my best to be like, okay, where the fuck was I mentally at this point? So I was 13. I'm like, okay, I get it. I know that a lot of the people who quoted it to me, and one of the reasons I didn't listen to it at the time is like, I didn't like anybody in my hometown. So anybody in my hometown who liked anything, I wasn't allowed to like it.
Right.
But like listening to it is very easy to put myself, I think, in that mode of like, I'm 13. Okay, I fucking get this. The first couple tracks didn't work for me, but then like it started picking up.
The opener is terrible.
Like,
the first one's terrible.
What is going on here?
Like it just sounds like Adam Sandler doing this weird pedophile rant.
Yeah.
It's just not that funny.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? But I think even that, when I was 13, I was like, oh shit, what if the principal did that?
Right.
Like I didn't think about that being stupid when I was that age.
Right.
You
Well,
know.
I mean, I think you need that kind of stuff too to also throw your mind off a little bit, to be like, wait, whoa, you can do this.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
you can do this and be funny too. Like, even if the first sketch isn't that great, like, it does pick up pace,
Yeah.
and there's some fucking great shit on it.
There
Like,
is
I
really-
love a lot of it.
Medium Pace is my favorite.
Medium
I
Pace
love
is
that
great,
song.
yeah.
I don't know why. I just love this song. Where it starts from and
So
where it
good.
ends.
Oh,
He
yeah.
builds it very well.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a great like '80s like cheese dick
Yeah.
rock song. Like,
Oh yeah, it's very like a formulaic, like yeah.
yeah, it sounds like Foreigner or something.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, oh, this is kind of a jam.
We
It's-
accidentally had it blasting.
And then you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to it.
well, we had it on way too loud with these thin windows for our neighbors. It's all
I
old
turned
people
it
in
down.
this
I
neighborhood.
had
So
to.
she's like, sweetheart, we have to turn that down. They just
I'm
said
sorry.
such and such. I'm like, you're right. Okay, turn it down. That's fine.
He knew his audience with this album,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
because
There's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
it's so high school based. Everything is based on janitors and teachers and
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally the
No, like-
mind of a young adolescent.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
objectively looking at it now, I'm like, okay, he was like 27 when he recorded
Right.
that album.
Yes.
That's sad. Like, no, like
Yeah.
you shouldn't still be preoccupied with that stuff when you're 27, but he must have
Unless
been a
it was
genius.
marketing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it was calculated. Like,
Yeah.
he became a huge star off
Yeah.
of Saturday Night Live and that
It's
album.
like you
which-
should be acting twice as mature as you are right now.
That's what's made him. He did a movie
Oh,
about being
absolutely.
a grown-up kindergartner.
Yeah, no, that's
Absolutely.
clearly
and
his
it's
life.
done well for him, and it influenced the funny bone of like millions of people. So
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
those
you
movies.
can't
were
say it was
huge.
wrong to do it. It's just
And the other thing is,
interesting.
like, since Cheech and Chong, I can't think of such a well-produced album, like, just sound effects wise,
Yeah.
atmospherically.
It's true.
Listening to the peeing sketch,
Oh, that's-
like great sound design.
Oh, yeah.
Like every
Oh, yeah.
time the pee changes, you know exactly what that would look like to him, and you
Yep.
can totally imagine. Like, oh my god, this is a great sketch. Like it's all audio. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. I love the buddy sketch for some reason. It's just so dumb. But
Yeah,
it's like
but you know,
Abbott
the funny thing
Costello.
is you listen to most people now, and that's the way. If you listen to a conversation in
Oh,
Starbucks,
yeah.
it's buddy, dude, buddy, dude. It's exactly the thing now. People would listen and go, I don't see what's funny about this. This is, me and my
This is
friends
just a
talking.
normal
Then maybe
conversation.
you're a very funny person, but
That's
not on
exactly-
purpose.
Yeah.
Maybe all of us will be
Dude.
quite amused being around you.
So where are you originally from?
Denver.
Denver. Okay.
Yep,
That's
grew
right.
up
I
in
read
Denver.
that. So was your family a funny family? Did they obviously you listened to some good albums growing up?
My mom was kind of funny. I don't think both my parents were very funny themselves or were
Okay.
conscious of being funny. My dad certainly wasn't funny at all. I mean, I think that was almost more what made me interested in comedy, was making my dad laugh was super satisfying. I remember one of the earliest memories I have of making my dad laugh was I went on the internet at the library when I was like 13, and I printed off, I found some website that someone had just transcribed Deep Thoughts by Jack Candy, and I printed the entire thing. It was like 30 pages of computer paper, and I just read them to my dad, and he was dying laughing. And so I felt like it was like I was being funny. I was just reading somebody else being funny, but it was enough to make him laugh, and I was just, oh my god, this is amazing. I love that this has this reaction from my dad, because my dad rarely laughed. So when he was just dying, that was amazing for me.
I feel like a lot of people who get into comedy, most of them have a moment like that. I was thinking about this just the other day of me transcribing the lyrics to, I don't really like AC/DC, but they've got a song called Big Balls, and my friend introduced me to it, and I'm like, oh my god, and like, I was like, I got teenager dumb for like, and I was not this kind of kid, and I'm like, I transcribed them all, I'm like, Mom, why don't you listen to this song? And I was like, literally,
Your
like,
mom
looking
was
at
laughing
her,
her
like,
ass
Mom,
off, wasn't
no, she wasn't.
Oh,
I'm
she
like, no,
wasn't?
like, Mom, no, look, you get it? She's like, yeah, honey, I get it,
Mom,
I
that's
get
a
it.
ridiculous
I'm like, no,
thing to
Mom,
do.
no, you get balls, but like balls, and like, seriously, like, and at least yours was so much more sophisticated. But
I
like,
got grounded for saying that once.
balls?
Yes, and well, no, somebody said it and I laughed, and I got
Grounded for laughing at
for
balls?
for a day or two.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Talk
because I
about
thought
strict.
that somebody saying balls was funny.
Holy shit, man. That's prison.
That's really strict.
Yeah.
That's
What about
super
you,
strict.
Mike? Did you have like a moment where you? I know you've talked
I
several
have
times
no ball
about making
moments. I have no ball
no ball moments.
Ever in your life?
No ball moments.
You gotta
No.
get out more, man.
Those are
Mine
private.
was when I did there was a I've talked about this before, but it was
Yeah.
early on the podcast. There was a sketch, a talent show that the Spanish Club did every year, and John Leguizamo had his great sketch show on House of Buggin' that I loved that was on TV time.
House of Buggin'.
And so I did these really racist, I didn't know at the time they were racist, sketches about Chicanos, and I'm like getting up there and a white guy doing it for the Spanish Club, and the crowd went crazy. And I'm like, this is great. So the next year I just ripped off Leguizamo again and just did all of the sketches again. Like, look at me, these are hilarious. And that's for me when I was like, this is awesome. But then it was like, you gotta start doing some of your own stuff.
Oh, yeah.
At the point, I'm like, okay, this is cool. But then we weren't telling anybody that they were from House of Buggin'. We were just doing the sketches.
Nobody was watching.
Nobody was. They can't cancel it for after a
seasons.
season. But we had the tapes for 2-3 years, so we just kept watching them.
Yeah.
I did that. I mean, my friend Brent and I in middle school, we did a talent show for the school, and we just did Dana Carvey doing President Bush.
Yeah.
Like, that was all we did, an impression of Dana Carvey doing an impression, and people
Awesome.
loved it, and we thought we were gods for mimicking someone we saw on TV.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like, but that's like when your brain is in a, like, you want to create, but you don't know exactly how.
Yeah,
Your
totally.
first instinct is, I've got to take that thing that it just makes me want to do a thing and do exactly that. I feel like that, I mean, we talk about that a lot. I mean, I feel like that's.
Oh, yeah.
What was the first, I mean, what was the first thing you directed then? Like, when did you realize
it was actually I was making movies with friends when I was 13, 14. My parents had a really crappy video camera that we used for family events, and we just started making stuff. My friend Peter and I would make like westerns and things in his basement. And then the first, I ended up going to like an arts public school that was in Denver called Denver School of the Arts, and I took filmmaking there. And the first thing I made that was funny, that was almost like a sketch, was pretty much a direct ripoff of a Kids in the Hall sketch.
Okay.
Where, there's a Kids in the Hall sketch where, God, I forget which one it even is, but he's got a pen that he loves, and like I think Dave Foley leaves a bank with his pen, and he goes on this big chase to get his pen back.
Oh, yeah.
Made the exact same idea when I was in high school. Just totally ripped it off. I didn't even realize I was doing it at the time, but clearly it had just stuck with me. And then one of the guys who was in the short was like, this is a lot like that Kids in the Hall sketch, and we watched it. I was like, oh, yeah, this is exactly like that. I totally ripped it off. But that was the first funny thing I made, and so we actually had a screening for it, and showing it to an audience and hearing people laugh, that was really huge for me. So that was the first thing that I really was serious about making, and just started making shorts from then on.
Yeah.
All the time.
Did you make friends over comedy or no? Like, I know some people, like, I listened to comedy albums with my best friend as a kid, and, it kind of bonded
Oh,
us.
totally, yeah. No, I think all my friends and I loved Weird Al more than anything. I think we eventually got to that place where we were just huge Weird Al fans.
That's
that
awesome.
was... Parody really, I don't know, parody always really got me. I just really was into parody from a young age. I loved Mad Magazine and
Me
Weird
too.
Al, and so those were just kind of a natural marriage. So I definitely made friends over Weird. You saw someone like with a Weird Al album putting it into their CD player, and you're like, oh, he's one of us.
Yeah.
He's a Weird Al fan. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, I had a few times when I was like hanging out with people, and we were kind of like testing the water, see if we'd be friends for a while or not. And then you would kind of be like, all right, this person's cool.
Yeah.
That Weird Al album we're gonna listen to. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
awesome.
No, that definitely that's a key. But luckily, it's kind of cool now. I mean, at least in the comedy world, it's okay, and I love that. Like, that's,
I think comedy is just it's such a great community now that like people who are just fans can kind of get exposed to, and then meet other people that like the same comedy, and it's kind of almost turned into a second music scene. It's as big as music now, which I really love.
Yeah.
It's really become a big. It's not just I got a date on Saturday, let's go to the comedy club, the chuckle bin, and, like that was comedy for the 80s, and it was like, oh, so it's kind of great that all these underground comedy found audiences, and now it's a big thing. It's really fun.
Can you remember having a realization that playing straight or shooting straight can make something that much more funny?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. It was probably more a slow process. Really, for me, it's just always been my inclination.
Yeah.
I love movies. I love genres. I love studying different genres and seeing what makes them tick and understanding them. So for me, I just always wanted to make different genres. But I also love comedy, and I like being silly, and I don't really take much seriously. So there was always that, okay, let's make this type of thing, but let's make it funny. So one of the first things I made was a horror movie, a little 5-10 minute horror movie called Feathers, which was about a chicken that a butcher kills and it comes back to life and it haunts him and it tries to murder him. And so it was a horror movie, and we tried to make it scary and creepy. Yeah, actually, I was like, Feathers would be maybe a good thing to do again. But yeah, it was like really badly made. But it was always like, oh, let's make this look real. Let's make this. I always wanted to make movies, so I always wanted to make anything I was working on look like a movie, because I was like, if I feel like I'm making a movie, it's more fun. So there was always that. Let's get the quality better. Let's make it look better. Let's figure out what makes movies tick and incorporate that into whatever I was making at the time.
I feel like that fascination, that is definitely something as a kid that totally fucking escaped me. Which is weird, because my dad is not a professional photographer, but a photographer, and I loved photography and making photos look great. But when it came to getting in front of a video camera, I was like, let's just shoot the fucking thing and be done with it. And I don't know why I had that instinct as a kid. I wish I'd had the instinct to be like, let's make this look really nice and make this look as... But I mean, it serves the comedy, and I can't remember my moment of realizing, just play it straight, or just make it look beautiful. And how long does it take you to do an episode of Key and Peele?
Well, we shoot all of our sketches in a big block. We really don't break stuff into episodes until after we've shot it. So we shoot our sketches this season. We did 68 sketches, and we shot those over 32 days. So we shoot an average of 2.2 sketches a day is the average we have to maintain. So we're always shooting at least 2. A lot of times we're shooting 3 in a day. So it's really, really tight production schedule. But and then we shoot our live stuff over the course. We do 2 shows a night for our live stuff. So all told, this season it was 37 days of actual physical production. And then we're doing these Obama Luther topical pieces, which we're dropping into episodes.
Oh, right.
So we're doing, like, next week's episode, we'll have a little Obama Luther piece that we shot on Thursday about the debate.
Right.
I was wondering about that, because I was like, are they doing some of the stuff currently?
Yeah, we're going to, all the way through the election, we're going to have an Obama, from here on out, I think every episode until the election has a topical Obama Luther piece, because we're kind of trying to, we're seeing what SNL has done with political stuff, and it's like, oh, we have a good Obama, let's use that.
Shit, I gotta say though, like the opening sketch to this, I was like, all right, let's see what happens in season 2. Just to do that much slow mo in a row, like just keep fucking.
Everyone was like, "Are you 120 frames a second? Are you sure that's still gonna be funny?"
Is that what you did?
Yeah, we shot it 120.
Were they playing it slow mo too at all?
No,
How
not
fast
really.
was the actual shot then? How many seconds is that?
I mean, it's pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, like that walking around the corner and tripping at the beginning. That's like maybe 5 seconds of walking. So it really, it was definitely, we kind of knew how we were gonna, I kind of had an idea how we were gonna cut it, but it was like, how slow is that really gonna be? So it actually worked out, and then I was looking for a song for a long time, and then found the music, and it all just kind of fell together. But
whose choice was it to not, and thank them whoever they are, not have laugh track? That's
an interesting story. That was all of us. There's basically 5 of us who are kind of the head of the show, which is Keegan and Jordan, obviously, and then Ian Roberts and Jay Martell, who are the showrunners, and then me. And so we all, the intention was always to have a laugh track, because that's what the Comedy Central model is, and that's what they wanted. So we did the pilot, and we edited the sketches, and everyone got really used to watching the sketches as little short films, and everyone was like, God, they don't feel like sketches, they feel like little movies. And then we shot the live audience stuff, and we showed the audience the sketches and recorded their laughter, so we had real laughs. We took it into the audio mix, and it was like, oh my God, this is ruining the sketches. This is totally taking it. We built these great little scenes for these things to happen, and then you get this wash of laughter over it, and we hated it. So we asked the network, hey, we really don't like laughs over the sketches, and it was a whole big discussion, and they ended up focus group testing it both ways, and it was just a nightmare. So when the show got picked up, we brought it up again, and it was a big battle again, and we finally won in the first season. And so we loved it without the sketches. We were like, that's it, we're done. second season, they wanted laughs over the sketches
my
again,
gosh.
and it was a whole another big thing. And it ended up going.
It's like, did you watch the first season? And
Yeah,
see
I
how
mean,
it works?
I think in their defense, they want the experience to be as inclusive for the home audience as it is. They go to these tapings, which the tapings are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They see the audience laughing their ass off at a sketch, and it's this great big sound of laughs, and it's a really wonderful feeling. And if there was a way to translate that to the home experience, of course I would love to do that. But you just can't. Everyone's watching on a small screen. They have, the best case scenarios, they have a decent sound system and a pretty big screen. But even then, you can't do it, and it takes away a lot of what makes our sketches work. So this time it was like the 11th hour. We were mixing the first episode, and they let us know that day. They're like, all right, we trust you guys. We'll let you do it again without laughs. So it was down to the wire, but we wanted the last episode, which was good.
Holy cow. Sorry, I always end up derailing this stuff. The last podcast we didn't talk about the album at all. But I want to make sure, because this is something that obviously was important at one point. And I feel like these albums, like, were you mostly listening to this yourself? Like, or
I think it was a little bit of both. I definitely listened to it by myself, which, looking back, I'm like, how many times can you listen to a sketch and still get enjoyment out of it? But I definitely listened to it with friends often. I mean, we memorized it. And so there was definitely, it was a little bit of both. But I did, listening to music and also listening to comedy was a big escape for me as a kid, because you could just, anywhere you were, you could listen to something funny. So I remember listening to it on the bus a lot for some reason.
Is there a certain type of music? Do you have any music that's got like a comedic edge to it? I mean, even like punk can have a comedic edge.
Yeah, actually, I loved when I was around the same age. I loved Green Jello. Did you guys? Green Jello, and they
had to change the name to Green Jelly.
Yeah, sued by Jello.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and so they had a song that was like about the three little pigs. And, and so music like that. Yeah, a lot of punk music was like No Effects.
No Effects is hilarious.
Silly and ridiculous, and Green Day.
The Dead Milkman.
Milkman.
Yeah, totally.
Oh God. Good stuff.
So yeah, I mean, there was kind of and even like I said, rap skits. Like I listened to a lot of Dr. Dre at that age too, and there was always like these little weird skits in between songs that were kind of funny and stupid and really high concept sometimes. Like sometimes it was like, I remember there was one, I forget whose album it was, where he's like on trial between whether he's going to go to hell or heaven, and it was like kind of philosophical and deep.
It was the Snoop album.
Was it Snoop?
Yeah, it was a Snoop Murder Was the Case.
Sounds right,
and that was a crazy.
There was like a whole plot.
There was a whole plot to the album, and
they
did a 45-minute movie.
Yeah,
of it too.
That's right. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it was a 45-minute movie of the whole album, and it was the sketches were in between, and they actually shot them.
Yeah.
And they lip synced the sketches that they had recorded.
Yeah, that's right. It was like a VHS at Sam Goody. You could buy it.
Holy crap!
So weird.
Snoop Lion now.
Snoop Lion. Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
that's really funny to me. Wow.
Yeah, that was great.
Huh.
I was really into hip hop at that time when I was younger, so I like bought that shit. I was like, I'm badass, man.
You weren't singing that stuff out loud like when you were doing Richard Pryor sketches.
Of course you were.
That's exactly what I was doing. Yes.
Mike had
it's upstate New York. Like I said, they don't care.
That's a different world up there.
I know.
Is,
you can't judge.
Yep. How do you rebel? I say this all the time. How do you rebel when you've got two liberal parents who one plays drums in a rock band, the other's an actor? I think
you become a young Republican.
That could have been Alex P. Keaton.
Thank you for going the direction that you did.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, you're better off for it.
You really are.
My musical taste, this is kind of off topic, completely changed. I mean, I always listen to comedy. Comedy music, to me, is my favorite. Like, I love comedy music. I love Garfunkel and Oates, and I say this every episode, Tim Minchin. I love those. Those are two new ones, Flight of the Conchords. I mean, I just love comedy music. But the issue with comedy music is I can listen to it over and over. When you go to see them live, it's like, this is a great song, but I've heard it 30 times. You go write new stuff. You can't have people write new songs all the time.
No,
seriously.
So that's the issue. And that's, for me now, it's become what comedy, to me, a lot of these albums is I'm gonna introduce other people to it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I'm taking you to the show because this guy is hilarious.
Yeah.
See how funny it is? I promise. And of course, I'm not literally.
Hey guys,
Isn't it great? Listen.
I gotta
Wait,
stop
listen to
going
this part.
things with Mike. He just elbows me.
my ribs are
worst.
so bruised right now.
But that's just. And I changed my musical taste from hip hop when I've been a singer my whole life. When this rock band came up to me and said, "We need a singer for this Rage Against the Machine song," and I was only into rap at the time, and this was like 10th grade, and I was
So
like,
your
Rage Against the Machine. Let me listen. I was like, these guys rap. Yeah, I'll do it. So I did it, and then they wanted to do a Jimi Hendrix song. And I literally said this. I said, Hendrix is black. Sure, I'll do that song. And so I sang Hendrix.
Amazing.
And then, from
For those
then
of
on,
you
it
not
transitioned
watching,
into-
Mike is very
and then
white.
I just got into punk. Dead Milkmen after that. It went right from that to my friends were all listening to Dead Milkmen.
They're
like, this is
awesome.
awesome. This
Yeah.
is great. I'm going to listen to them. And so I started listening. But that's why I like Adam Sandler's early stuff. And I mean, early, not like he has any new albums out or anything like that. But I just love the music stuff of it. I've always loved it.
Well, and that definitely holds us together in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, and that's a big thing for him, like how he got really big on SNL too.
For
like
sure.
people looked forward to all those
Oh,
songs.
totally.
Like sometimes you'd be like, "Did you see it last night? There's a new song," and everybody'd be singing it.
It's
and
true.
He took a lot of chances
People
then.
would tape them.
He could. He had the ability to just say, "Let's do this." You know, who cares if it works?
Oh, yeah,
Let's have
just-
Chris Farley
just a-
dress up like a lunch
Yeah,
lady
like that's
and dance around
a bold
romantically
choice
with me.
by Lorne Michaels. Like, give it to Lorne. Like, he has amazing instincts for what would seem like a stupid idea to anyone else to go over great. You know, in America.
I mean, that's one thing listening to this, and I'm like, shit, I kind of wish there was more. He's got a beautiful voice. Like, he's an amazing singer.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
an amazing performer. And I was kind of like, I remember when The Wedding Singer came out, I'm like, this is not the kind of movie I want to watch. But then I ended up really loving it.
It's a really good movie.
I love
Yeah,
that
it's a really
fucking
sweet
movie.
movie. Really great performances.
And there's karaoke at the end.
That's true. And on the DVD, there's karaoke of all the music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's-
yes.
that's a great
Most
feature.
of it. Most of it. You can do, like...
that's a really smart idea for
Yeah,
a feature.
it's really good. Like, you can do... It's got Rapper's Delight.
My Jamie can do that song. She can rap.
I
she
know
can rap the heck out of that song.
85% of that song.
Do you?
Yeah.
14-minute version, I can get pretty
That's
deep into
awesome.
it, and then I'm like, oh, it's getting a little foggy now. But usually up
it's
to
a
like
lot.
the Superman
It's
part.
a lot to go through. Like, there's a lot of
Oh,
words
yeah.
in that song,
Yeah.
and they're very fast.
It's a complicated story, too.
And if you get off rhythm and all, you're screwed.
Oh, you're totally
Because
screwed,
it's got a big. It's got.
I always get
fast pace.
like drunk confidence and choose it at karaoke. And
Oh,
I'm like, I'm
wow.
gonna fucking get through the whole thing, and there is that certain point I'm like, I lost it. Shit.
Is Adam Sandler? I mean, obviously he's kind of had the Eddie Murphy metamorphosis, where his stuff is much more kid oriented and stuff.
Sure.
But I mean, is like, did you follow him because of the album? Did you keep listening to all of his stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I didn't listen. When the next album came out, I was aware of it, and I kind of heard some of it, but I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I think by that point I was old enough that it just didn't appeal to me quite as much.
Yeah.
But his movies, were huge for
Yeah.
years and years. I mean, I would see every single one. And then I started getting a little too sophisticated for those two. And
They themselves, while they didn't start off too sophisticated, they might have gotten less sophisticated.
Yeah, there's something
Some
really
of them.
charming about Billy Madison and Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
They're dumb, but they're really sweet. And
Yeah.
even Big Daddy, I really liked.
I don't think I've seen Big Daddy. I don't think.
There's some really good, just funny bits and also really good moments.
And since I was in film school when Punch Drunk Love came out, it was like perfect for like, oh my god! I'm pretty sure I said mise en scène 2 or 3 times when I was talking about it, But I love that movie too. I really like Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah,
I love
it's really
P.T.
good.
Anderson.
Yeah.
So I just anything.
We talked in the last podcast about how there's a bunch of movies I haven't seen. There's a few of his that I'm supposed to have seen, but I won't say that I have.
There's not many. He hasn't made many. I think he's made 5
That's
or
what I'm saying.
6 total.
Yeah, but like I haven't
Magnolia?
seen. I've seen that one.
Boogie Nights.
Never seen
There
it.
will. You never seen Boogie Nights?
I
Go
know.
see Boogie Nights.
I know. That's
It's
what
so good.
There Will Be Blood?
It's really good.
Never seen it.
Oh, you gotta see
Heart 8.
Heart 8. You don't gotta see.
Yeah.
It's not-
Master
yeah, it's all
just came out.
I really want to see that.
We want to see that.
Yeah.
I do.
See, I would see Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood before. I loved The Master.
I thought it was good.
great.
I thought it was good.
I
It
really
wasn't my
enjoyed
favorite
it.
of his,
Yeah.
but I thought it was a very good movie.
Yeah, I really. Yeah, I mean, I will see. I would watch his dailies, and I kind of feel like I did with that movie. So
Yeah, is that what? That's the impression.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such amazing performances, and the
Yeah,
way
that's
that it's
exactly.
filmed is really gorgeous.
See,
and
that's what
bold.
I was kind of blown away by.
Yeah,
The way it looks.
it looks fantastic, and see it in 70mm if you can,
Yeah.
because it's just such a rich image.
What did
It's
he
just gorgeous.
do? Do you have any idea? Because some of it looked like kind of not quite Technicolor, but it had that.
I think they
50s.
just from shooting it on the film that they shot it on,
Yeah.
and I think they had amazing lenses. I mean, the depth of field is so shallow on some of those
Really?
shots, and it's just these
I love
beautiful.
that
It almost looks like
so
old
much.
portrait photography.
Right,
a lot of the
right.
time. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I should see it once with the sound off because I know that's one of the reasons I want to see it in the first place because I love the look of the trailer.
Yeah,
so.
it's beautiful, but the performances are as beautiful.
I
as,
bet.
as the cinematography.
I hadn't
mean,
realized
it's
that Joaquin
really-
Phoenix hadn't done anything since 2008.
Are you joking?
No.
What with the fake documentary
Yeah.
thing? Holy shit.
Was that his
That
last
was the last
project
thing.
he ever
Was
did?
the one with Gwyneth
For-
Paltrow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the last movie. This
Oh.
is the
Man.
first movie since then. When I found that, I was like, "That's crazy." He seems like he's in my conscious relevance, and
Yeah.
that I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is
Well,
he
they
was
do play
great.
Gladiator like every
Yeah,
weekend
you're
on
right.
USA.
He was
so.
wonderful.
Oh god, I remember really loving Gladiator when I was young. God, I loved that movie.
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
great.
It's just beautiful, but it's
Yeah.
I was
the
so
sound is
annoyed
great
because
in
it was
the
the same year that Magnolia came out, and Magnolia wasn't nominated for anything at the Oscars, and Gladiator won.
movie.
And
Yeah.
that's what killed me. I don't know.
So that kickstarted a weird decade.
Oh, it
Oh, yeah.
So I was like crash
Yeah,
and
it's-
like,
Yeah.
guys, what
It
are we
was
doing?
awkward
I know.
there for
Get
a
it
while.
together.
Yeah.
Do you so what's the first professional comedy thing then that you shot that you put together?
The very first thing I did for money in comedy was I did a web series with Jonah Ray in 2000. We started shooting it in 2006.
Yeah.
Called The Freeloader's Guide for SuperDeluxe.com, which was a Turner Broadcasting venture online that failed within a year. And they spent like $100 million on it.
Oh, wow.
Just everybody I knew had like a deal with them. Like everyone was getting paid, not amazing money, but for us, we were all starving assholes.
Sure,
It was
sure.
great money. And they were like, yeah, we'll give you, X amount of dollars to give us a bunch of 5-minute things.
It's
And
crazy.
we had no idea how good we had it at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
It was great. So that was the first, that was what, I had been making stuff and doing it as a side venture, and I had made a feature before then, and
Yeah.
I had done some other stuff, but that was the first time that it became like a job, and it was something where I was like, oh, this is actually a viable source of income now, so I
Yeah.
can start doing this. So
Yeah.
I kind of never looked back from doing it, even though it didn't always pay my bills. But,
Yeah.
It was
Is
steady enough.
directing wise is comedy strictly where you are? I don't like to pigeonhole anybody or let them pigeonhole themselves, but
No, I actually really love a lot of different genres, and I'm kind of have an itch now to do something besides comedy. I did the second feature I did was a sci-fi horror thriller.
Awesome.
That was set on an oil rig, and it's like a creature feature, and it's totally
That's kinda cool.
non-comedic at all. And after I did that, I started doing sketches with the Midnight Show, and it was just kind of a fun exercise while I did a post on this movie, and so it just kind of turned into what I did. But now I'm kind of like, okay, I'd like to do something that doesn't have to be funny.
right.
I need to take a little comedy break for a while, and I just am interested in making stuff besides comedy.
Right.
But I think with my personality, I just kind of naturally come back to comedy because it's just more fun to make.
Of course.
There's something nice about going to work and laughing all day. So
Right.
it's fun.
I mean, because the thing is, the feel I get from watching Key and Peele is very similar to what I get from watching Edgar Wright's movies because of just this commitment to image, this commitment to translating the idea of a genre or the idea of a
Great
situation.
timing.
Oh well, yeah,
Oh,
the
thank you.
timing's fucking amazing. But I don't know if you like Edgar Wright's
Oh,
films or not. I'm
absolutely. Yeah,
assuming. I
no,
know it seems like everybody does, but I don't want to assume.
Yeah. I think he's an incredible director. I mean, he has this sense of pacing that I really admire. His movies move so fast.
It's like a comic book.
Yeah, it's just it's so not where my brain goes in editing a lot of the time, but it's so much fun to just be on that ride that I really admire that. And he has like you said, a commitment to genre and a really deep respect for especially action movies. Like, I love action movies, and he clearly loves action movies. So anything that can blend elements of action and comedy, I love. And I think we're at a real dry point for action comedies. The world needs better action comedies. So.
And there have been like some the thing is, I know Hangover is just retardedly popular, like just massively popular. The thing that blew me away about watching that movie is kind of the same thing. It looks so fucking good. It looked like it was a drama movie that might be one of them was going to get raped and killed and stuffed in a trunk. Like I didn't know what was going on like at first. So there's the potential. There's clearly a bunch of talented people working on things like that.
Yeah, I think especially with the internet, and there's so many great filmmakers making comedy. Like, I always equate it with this kind of boom in online comedy that's happened with the music video craze of the 80s, where suddenly there was all this opportunity to make stuff, and people had this great, opportunity to practice their craft and get paid to do it and just make things look cool. And so now with comedy, it's kind of, there's a bunch of filmmakers who may not otherwise have done comedy working in comedy. And there was almost, I made the point the other day with a friend of mine, there was like an arms race starting in like 2007, 2008, where it was like, we got to get better lenses, we got to make stuff look like features, and suddenly online comedy was looking better than TV, and it was really like leading the way for visually oriented comedy. And so
that's what was kind of scary.
I think, a little bit. It was, there was like there's people making stuff on YouTube that blows me away to this day, and it's like, they don't have a budget, it's incredible work. So I think a lot of those people are going to start graduating into, television and filmmaking and making features and start bringing that aesthetic to bigger projects. So I think we're almost there. I think it's coming.
Do you have, as a director, and maybe this is too tight of a couple things to limit you to, but do you have like a writer's brain or an actor's brain, or is there some place, or a cinematographer's brain, or all of them? Like, do you know where you're coming from as a director? Like,
I try to have a good handle on all of them, and I try to, I love learning new things. I love kind of soaking up the knowledge, and I love filmmaking so much that I love learning about every part of the process. So I like to be involved in every part of the process, where I'm really lucky to work on the show where I get to be involved at every step of the way, and that's non-typical for a TV director. So I definitely have weaknesses as a director that I'm trying to focus on or try to work with. I think I struggled with really knowing how to work with actors for the first part of directing. I mean, it took years to kind of, because it just wasn't something I had done. I didn't really do acting. I didn't really know many actors. I was always working with people who were just friends and stuff. Sure. So learning how to like direct acting was something that I had to learn to. A lot of the other stuff kind of just came to me a little bit easier. And so I try to keep it even. I think I'd probably focus on the visual aesthetic a little bit more sometimes, but it definitely is a whole process for me.
But it probably helps having that as second nature, right? Just how to make something look pretty.
It helps with, I'm really crazy about the coverage that I get and blocking the scenes and making them feel as organic as possible, and then figuring out how to cover that to tell the story. And so that part of it now comes pretty easily for me, and it's helped me be able to focus on the other stuff that I just didn't prioritize at a certain point. And then once I kind of got comfortable with the other stuff, it was like, now I can really get all the other tools that I need to have to
I'm always curious where people come from, because sometimes you'll start as a writer, or like actors tend to be obviously great at directing other actors, but they're maybe one exception who made his shit look like really beautiful on his first try was George Clooney, because I love Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Like, it feels like a guy who's trying to direct a movie and be interesting, but it still works. The
Yeah,
whole time for me.
I think that's purely a factor of George Clooney just being a really smart guy and being on enough. I love anyone who has got started working on terrible shit and just understood how do I make good stuff and went on that journey. And for a guy who started as like the dopey hunk on Golden Girls and stuff,
I know,
to get to be like an Oscar-nominated producer and actor, it's like, okay, that guy clearly has a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He gets it. So.
It was such a cheesy part for such a
We literally saw that episode the other day.
It can be a really cheesy show sometimes, but it was even exceptionally cheesy for that show, which is usually a smart, funny, semi-cheesy show. You know, I was just like, who is this guy? And then I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it kind of surprised me too. Are there other sketch shows that you really love? I know you loved SNL, but anything that you grew up watching that was kind of made you, that you wanted to draw from when doing this show? Or
definitely Kids in the Hall, Mr. Show.
Yeah.
In Living Color a little bit, but Living Color was always just, to me, a filmed stage sketch show. Their sketches really never broke out of that. And I was always attracted to stuff that had a short film quality to it. So like the sketches in Kids in the Hall that did that were amazing. And then later in life, Ben Stiller's show. I didn't really watch Ben Stiller's show when it was on because I was young and it just wasn't on my radar. But watching it later, that show was incredibly ahead of its time.
I didn't watch it when it was on either, but...
Yeah, just from the writing perspective, the way he filmed them. I mean, watching that now, it's like, oh, of course Ben Stiller went on and became Ben Stiller because it was all there on that show. That shows and the writing staff on that show, like everyone on that show.
Solid.
Odenkirk and Apatow.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I met Apatow last year, earlier this year, and he just told me stories about working on the Ben Stiller show, and it was like the most amazing conversation I've ever had.
I bet.
Because he was 26 working on that show.
Yeah, right.
And like somehow became like a producer on it and had this crazy experience. So just talking about like working on a sketch show with Judd Apatow was like, oh, okay, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's fun.
And for something like that, I mean, I know it was built primarily on a lot of parody, that's something you're not really doing on this show very much.
Yeah, it's interesting. We made a very conscious choice to not be that type of show. We didn't want to do. I think none of us respond to comedy that's just, hey, here's a reference to something you're aware of, and not bringing anything to it. There's no observation to it. It's just referencing things that you're, and especially like with pop culture stuff where it's like, oh, this is popular, so we'll make a sketch about it and just kind of put our spin on it or make fun of the characters or the actors. We didn't really want to do that. So we're definitely doing genre parody, but we like to keep it, what's the message of the sketch, or what's the observation we're trying to make, and then let's fit it into a genre that works for it and that enhances the whole thing. So yeah, we kind of we have a little bit more this year, but it's still pretty vague. It's not like directed at one specific, this thing, we're making fun of that. Yeah. So.
Out of curiosity, which is why you asked questions, so I don't know why I said out of curiosity. Have you bought a lot, like any? Because I mean, other than vinyl, I don't buy comedy albums. I'm not really even aware, besides of like the stand up that I hear about on podcasts, what's out there. I mean, have you bought any like lately or anything that you've picked up?
Aside from like Friends albums, I buy more out of supporting the friendship than a desire to actually physically own an album. Not really. I mean, I bought. Well, I guess that's still video specials. I downloaded the Louis C.K. special. Yeah. But I guess I was buying comedy albums up until about 2006. It was really like when YouTube became enough of a thing that you could search for their acts online and just watch them perform comedy. I didn't really need to buy stand-up albums anymore. Yeah. And especially, I moved to LA in 2002, and I started seeing people I wanted to see, so I didn't have to buy it so much. Right. But yeah, I mean, podcast has definitely replaced the audio comedy portion of my entertainment existence.
Right, right. So I'm trying to think. I don't want to gloss over anything about the album for you as a kid. Is there anything?
No, I just thought of someone who actually still does sketches in between their stuff, and the Tenacious D.
Oh yeah.
I just remembered that now.
Yeah.
Like Tenacious
and actually,
D,
I did buy the last Tenacious D album.
Me too. Yeah, I bought that new one.
I mean, half their songs are sketches.
Exactly.
I do buy. That's true. I do buy
they
musical
do in between
comedies.
Yeah, I still buy musical comedy.
Yeah.
But
like I'll buy Flight of the Conchords
Oh my
stuff,
God.
and I mean, I enjoy supporting comedy financially when I can.
Sure.
So
Sure.
if there's something I really like, I'll always make an effort to. Like, how can I buy this? I gotta own this.
I think it's
somewhere.
easier to buy musical comedy albums now than it is stand-up albums. Personally, for me, because I listen every time a new album comes out. I have Spotify subscription, so I'll listen to it multiple times on Spotify.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to purchase the stand-up album, but I'll listen to it whenever I want. But with the music stuff, I go out and I buy it and I purchase it and I have it.
Yeah, I mean, like Weird Al's latest album is actually really good.
Yeah.
There was one within the last 10 years that wasn't as great, but he's still, he's my fucking hero. So, have you met him? I'm curious.
Yeah,
like, I want to know.
I did a Web Soup special with him.
Oh, right, you did Web Soup, right?
Yeah,
of course. What am I saying?
It was. He's the nicest man in the world, and he remembered.
Like
I met him. God, when was the first time I met him? Because he remembered me. He was like, "Yes, Peter, good to see you." And I was like, "No, you don't remember me. Come on!" Like, even if he's just being nice, he doesn't have to do that. He can be like, "Hey, how are you? Good to see you." And he's just so nice. He's so nice. And we did the dumbest. I mean, the sketch was he gets trapped in a break room with Sarah Jean Underwood, and they're trapped in a room at the G4 offices, and it was so dumb, and he didn't have to do it, and he just loves Jonah, and he's just the nicest guy in the world.
So
it's just
fucking cool.
You can't say anything bad about him.
Right.
So he probably kills hookers. He has to get it out somewhere.
Probably makes
right?
him laugh first.
He's got sure. I'm sure
buys
they
him
enjoy
dinner
it.
at least. Like
They're probably terminally ill hookers, even. So
Yeah,
they're asking for the best. It's like
being a
it's
nice
a mercy
guy.
kill.
Yeah.
It's a mercy kill. I'm just saying he has to get it out somewhere because you can't just.
Oh, he definitely has a dark side in his music.
That's true. I guess he gets to do it on stage. He gets to be a badass.
But he talks about that he doesn't have a dark side. I hear him talk about, no, I don't have a dark side. I'm not that dark. I'm just generally a happy guy.
I don't know how he is like as a day-to-day human being.
He says he's generally
I think he just
a happy
gets
dude.
it out in his.
He
in his
was
writing.
on Mark Maron's podcast and didn't swear once.
Oh,
I've never heard him swear. He
He's
didn't
the
make
best.
a dark reference.
Oh
once.
no, I think he really is just genuinely that happy. And great. And I love that. Like,
He's
that's
as
amazing.
well adjusted as all of us. Hope that
He's
we
like
can
Jesus.
Be someday.
We should base a religion around him.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yeah,
That could only go
He got
up.
long hair
I think
too.
there's an unspoken religion
I think
built
so.
around where
I hope so. I hope there's a religion based around song parody.
Yeah, Weird Al's one of those
Happen.
things where, like, if you get into that ironic period of your life, you might discard him because you're like, oh, whatever,
sure,
that's still, you know.
sure.
And I don't think I ever had that. I consciously had to avoid that because I had a girlfriend who, despite being very sweet, didn't like Weird Al, and I'm like, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to go see the concert with my best friend, and we're going to go see him in person, but I'm not going to say anything. Like, it really upset me. And I think because I had that experience, I never got too cynical about Weird Al.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Cynicism kills your love of comedy.
You gotta maintain your...
and a lot of things.
A lot of things. Yeah, a lot of enjoyable things are ruined by cynicism.
Sometimes you
I don't
just gotta
believe in
calm
guilty
down.
pleasures. Like, it's
Calm
either a
down,
pleasure or it's
people.
not.
right?
Just own it. If you enjoy it, it's okay. Just say you enjoy it. You don't have to be
Yeah,
guilty. Nothing wrong with
that's a phrase I've never connected with. I'm
Yeah.
like, either you like it or you don't. You
Yeah,
gotta.
yeah.
If you're gonna get made fun of for it, deal with it, but don't feel bad for like.
So what we're saying is, Weird Al, it's okay that you kill hookers. Just own it.
Just own it. Just tell us about it. Write
agree.
music.
Yeah.
Put it in your music.
I'm an
Get it
awful.
out
He
in your
will
art.
never come on the show.
No, he will because he's the nicest person in the world, and he
We
doesn't
love you,
kill
Weird
hookers.
Al.
He's the
He
best.
would never do
He
that.
wrote one of the darkest songs I've ever heard in my life. The Good Old Days.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
were the good.
Oh yeah.
When you
That is
really
a
listen to some
dark-
of them, you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And then Melanie's actually pretty dark too, because he kills himself at the end of that song. He kills himself. He jumps off a building because he loves her so much. This girl he's been watching through a telescope. It's fucking amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dark.
It's dark and great.
Yeah.
He's got it in him.
He's a suicidal stalker.
Yeah. Fucking great. But I don't know.
Peeping Tom, at least.
Yeah.
But no, he's a stalker.
No, he's pretty much a stalker.
He's pretty much
he's
a
a
stalker
stalker in
the
that
song.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a stalker ballad.
I always like to make sure I ask people, if you're going to recommend this album, you're probably going to recommend it to people of a certain age.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I guess it's gotta still... I feel like if you played this for a middle school kid, they would still eat it up.
I think so.
You know what I mean? Like, there's something timeless about beating the crap out of a bus driver. Kids are gonna love that for generations. But yeah, I don't know if he's...
I still think some of the songs
on the radar
resonate.
of
I
anyone.
mean, they're not like drop dead funny, but a medium pace will always be funny.
Medium pace will always be
stupid.
funny.
But
Yeah, I mean, it is it's definitely an album I feel like everyone should revisit, either for the first time, like you did, or for if you were a fan of it. It was interesting listening to it last night. It had probably been a good, 5-10 years since I had gone down the Adam Sandler memory lane.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's generally, I would say to anybody who's young, and I hope there's some young people listening to this who don't know about comedy, because anything you listen to is going to influence you, one way or the other.
Totally.
It's going to tell you, I want to do this, or I don't want to do this.
You love it or you hate it.
Exactly.
Or you tolerate it.
Right. I'm trying to think. I want to make sure you promote things. Tell us...
Key and Peele, Wednesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central, right after South Park. I've memorized that spiel.
I bet.
I mean, we've got 8 more episodes left to air as of right now, and it's a really fun season, and we really want to do more. So we hope that they pick it up for a 3rd season.
So only 10 episodes?
Fun, 10 episodes.
That upsets me.
I know.
I mean,
we did 8 the first season.
I mean, that's a quality control thing too, but
a little better.
yeah, it's honestly we didn't even take a break between the first and second season because they picked us up right away.
Oh,
so
shit.
we went right back into writing and production.
That's amazing.
And we're all kind of like, okay, let's take a little break before the next season.
Yeah.
It's tough, especially with our production schedule, getting them on the air this close. I mean, we finish them about 4 days before they air right now, so we're kind of on the South Park schedule for delivery. So
Damn.
it's super tight.
And you're on Twitter?
I am on Twitter at Atencio, my last name.
What else? Where did I find you? Your website, PeterAtencio.com.
I have a website,
does show
I
all of
do.
your stuff that you've done.
Yeah, I haven't updated it in a while. I need to
it's
get
just
on
got the
that.
last
Feathers,
season
are
of
on
Key and
there.
Peele on there.
Feathers is not up there.
Man,
Feathers is in
I would
the
kill
vault.
to see that.
I can totally send you a link to
YouTube
Feather.
it.
I have it on
amazing.
my computer. I'll put it on Vimeo and show it to you.
Awesome.
It's not
Great.
good. But
Doesn't matter.
Totally.
It just sounds great.
See my roots. I think I stole a bunch of music from a video game to use in it.
Nice.
I don't
Better.
remember. Yeah.
I was sitting here brainstorming like Feathers. I'm like, at the end of Feathers, you can have like he wins and kills him, but then the guy sits down for dinner and he chokes on the bone and like.
It's a very
And then you
rich
think it's
idea.
gonna- I know, it's great. I love Feathers.
You totally have the Feathers license, please. You can use it if you start a franchise. I'll ask for 10%. That's all I ask.
This is an audio contract.
Anyone, right now I'm gonna give you a Creative Commons license to use Feathers as you see fit.
That's great.
It is yours.
Well, I cannot recommend. I know I've been kind of gushy, but I cannot recommend this show enough. I just love it so much, and I'm so happy you were able to come on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you very much.
I love good sketch. I have not seen good sketch on TV in
And it's-
so long.
It's really rewatchable too.
Oh yeah.
We hope so. We try to build enough little jokes in that people might miss the first time that there's some rewards.
Oh well,
for
shit! The
repeat
names
viewing.
thing last night or this week alone. Just like we watched it last night, but just 30 names that I holy god, Mousebot, formerly known as Mousebot,
Mouse Cop.
killed Mouse
Mouse
Cop. I'm
Cop.
sorry,
Mouse
Mouse Cop.
Cop.
I'm sorry, killed me.
Mousebot
It's
is
a
a sequel to
beautiful-
Mouse Cop. It's coming soon.
Beautiful compound word right there.
Yeah, it really is. You should watch
God.
it, Mike. We have it on a DVR. But anyway.
When they're making noises instead of actual words.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that killed me. But again, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun.
And everybody listen to the album, everybody watch Key and Peele, and as always, have a good thing. Comedy on Vinyl is a production of Stolen Dress Entertainment. It is produced by Mike Warden and is hosted and edited by Jason Klamm. Visit stolendress.com to listen to our other podcasts, to read our blogs, read our tweets, watch our videos, and read our books. Please subscribe on iTunes, rate us highly, and write your reviews. You can follow us on Facebook.com/comedyonvinyl and Twitter @comedyonvinyl.